Blanky time. It's almost time for Blanky time. Come along and take our hands. We're going to Blanky Land.
Welcome back to Blanky Time.
Blanky time.
I was gonna try to open this with something like a song, but I couldn't really get past the first two bars in my head because
Or like
I'm
an
not fully
original
awake.
song?
No, just doing like blankies on broskies and whiskers on kittens,
Oh man,
sipping my coffee, wearing warm mittens.
dude,
Something.
that's a gnarly
Yeah,
song.
I couldn't. But blankies on broskies
That might be
is the whole vibe.
a little sneak peek at the new Blanky season
Yes.
song.
Blanky season is in fact cooking up.
It's cooking.
Pretty strong.
It's coming on. It's coming on strong. It's gonna change the landscape of Christmas music in America. I think maybe globally.
Maybe. Honestly, there's artists out there that popped off in like other countries that they're not even from, but
Mm-hmm.
they're making a living. So,
It's true.
we could just pop off in Chad or something,
A good amount of my listeners are from Nigeria.
from Nigeria.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty epic.
Yeah. That's it's my target demographic.
Your target
on my music.
demographic
Yeah.
for our Blanky season song
oh, yeah.
is the Nigerians.
Nigerians. Yeah, they're just really into satirical Christmas music.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Does that mean we need to throw a bar in there about like Kwanzaa or something?
I hadn't thought about that. That's probably. Should probably think about that.
You remember Rhett and Link's Christmas Booty song?
Dude, I
Gotta
don't know,
get
I've heard
down
so
with the
many
Christmas
songs.
booty. I
I don't think I've heard that one, but
Really? The
it sounds
Christmas
really
Booty?
groovy.
And then there's like a Hanukkah section, and then after Hanukkah, it's like, now Kwanzaa booty deck the halls with boughs of hiney. Dun, 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 dun.
That's pretty dope,
Yeah.
actually. All right.
That came out in like, I don't know, 2014, 15?
Yeah, that was a long time ago, man.
Long time
You were a
ago.
little one.
I was a little one.
I was also a little one.
I was pretty scrawny. I kind of realizing I was sort of scrawny when I was in my teen years. I didn't think I was that scrawny, and then I got even more scrawny when I did my fast thing. So
I didn't think I was scrawny until I looked back at pictures, and I wish I was as fat as I was when I thought I was fat then. Because I look back now and I'm like, dude.
you weren't fat at all.
I know. It was beautiful. What happened? Yeah. No, I remember the Adam Sandler Christmas Hanukkah song.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I remember when that came out. I was a child.
Dang.
I
You remember
was
when
a
that came
teenager
out?
when that came out, I think.
That was like 50 years ago when that came out.
It wasn't that long ago. Adam Sandler's still alive and kicking.
Yeah,
making
he
music.
just had that new animated movie come out on Netflix
Really?
called Leo, I think.
Oh, right.
And
I've
he's like
seen-
a
I haven't
lizard
seen
or
it.
something,
Yeah.
like an iguana.
Saw the ad. I just canceled our Netflix because this selection has just been kind of weak lately.
Yeah.
And I'd rather not pay, $20-$30, whatever it is, for weak stuff.
That's
So,
true.
Plus, Apple's where it's at, dude. Apple has like prestige TV, dude. It is.
Prestige TV.
That's the only way I know how to say. Even like, Max is like nice because there's like a lot of new movies up there and stuff. But Apple has like just overshot even like prime HBO. Like, they have like their shows, their movies, just very top notch.
Yeah, we leech off of some friends for HBO Max.
Also,
Yeah.
same, but it's great. It's great. Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of midway through Christmas season when this episode's coming out.
Yeah.
For
We
us,
have decked the halls.
it's not even December yet,
No,
and it's basically right after Thanksgiving.
right. But when you hear this, I will be in the air. I will be traveling to a faraway
You'll
land.
be high.
I will be really super high,
Oh, that's pretty epic.
above the clouds, and on my way to Guatemala
Guatemala.
for a little Christmas down south.
Feliz
and,
Navidad.
That is what they say around there.
Feliz Navidad.
Yes.
Feliz Navidad. Prospero Guatemala.
I knew you were gonna do something like that. Yeah.
I want to give you some Neutralisto.
Hey.
I want to give you some Neutralisto.
All right.
I want to give you some Neutralisto and a pair of Crocs. Do,
Oh,
do, do, do.
Dude, you're writing the jingle. We're doing that. We're doing that. Yeah. Yeah, we're stoked. We're gonna be delivering Christmas gifts. We have a ton of Crocs. I'm supposed to pick up the rest of them this weekend.
The Croc drive.
Got tons of shoes we're taking. Some prenatals for like the moms, and then
Before they turn into babies.
yes, and then we're gonna be doing some food. We're doing like a big Christmas party. It's gonna be really cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Tingy tee ting. Hee haw, hee haw. It's Dominic the donkey. You know that one?
I don't think so.
Tingy tee ting. Hee haw, hee haw. The Italian Christmas donkey.
Oh,
La,
maybe I
la,
have heard
la.
that. Yeah,
La 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 la. La la la. Anyways.
but yeah, we get back like right before Christmas, literally like a couple days. So
I'll
hopefully,
be home for
I've never traveled like
Christmas.
that close to Christmas, so I'm sure it's gonna be like super
Dude, this could be
chaotic.
insane. But maybe not,
Fun.
because
Maybe
if-
not coming back. From
Yeah, coming
Guatemala.
back. Nobody's.
Because the 14th isn't like too close to Christmas.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. It'll be alright.
I'm excited for you, man.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be fun. We may decide to just
Stay.
stay. I mean, we're definitely coming back for the kids, but you know.
Oh
maybe
yeah,
We might take them back.
yeah. Take them back. Honestly, I mean, the my dad has some Guatemalan amigos that work for him, and they've told him a couple of times like how much U.S. currency you need to basically get set up down there, and then like never have to work again. And it's
Yeah.
like it used to be, I think, like if you wanted to live like kind of mediocre but like still have a good time, like 40 grand.
Yeah.
But if you had like 80 grand, then you're on top of the world and you don't have to do anything else.
Yeah, there's I mean, you know, depends on where you're at, obviously in the country, but like touristy places are obviously more expensive, but there is some beautiful land out there, and the exchange rate's nice. I mean, the food is fantastic. Like,
Lots of chicken nuggets down there.
dude, so many chicken nuggets. But no, like the typical Guatemalan food is super good, and you've got like avocados growing in your backyard, mangoes growing in your kitchen. Like, I mean, it's pretty cool. So I wouldn't be against moving there.
Yeah.
So
You
if
just
someone
have to
wants to loan me 80 grand, we'll I'll hop down
Yeah.
there and never have to work.
Just slowly start tucking it away,
Yeah.
dollar at a time, and
Yeah.
see what happens.
It's cool. We have some land with a beautiful view.
Oh yeah.
So it's
I always forget, like, you actually own that.
yeah.
Dang,
yeah,
dude.
it's
You're
nice.
like halfway there.
Halfway there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the feeding center's going like on the land, so
Well, you know,
there's still. I mean, there's
you could
we're
pitch
putting
a tent.
beds up top. No, there's still plenty of space, but it's gonna look really cool when it's done. So we're stoked about it. But I'm
That'll
sure there'll
be
be
dope.
lots of updates.
Yeah.
Once we return.
Yeah.
But we are right now entering the Christmas season as we record this, and very much trying to wrap our minds around
All the things.
all of it.
Sarah was
Gifts.
talking about like getting a Christmas tree, and I was like, can we not just wait a little bit? I know people who like put their Christmas tree up after they cleaned up Thanksgiving.
I know people
like,
that put it up
same day.
before.
Those people are heathens and should be burned at the stake.
I mean, yeah, but by December, you know, I think it's acceptable to have your tree up.
Yeah, I personally, This is what I think.
You would put it up on the 24th.
Yes. No.
And take it down on the
A little
26th.
earlier than that. I think the most acceptable time to put up a Christmas tree is the Sunday of Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
You know, because by that point it's like on Sunday if you've had people in for town, most of them are leaving on Sunday.
Right.
Plus, there's a little symbolism going in on there.
Yeah.
And
right.
it's giving you, like, a 2-day buffer after Thanksgiving to, like, settle down.
Get rid of your
not really stress
leftovers.
about anything. Just,
Yeah.
like, veg out on some leftovers for, like, 2 days straight. And then get your Christmas tree and, you know, put it up and everything.
Yeah, I respect that. It's different with kids now. You know, we do it typically sooner than I care to. I remember a few years ago, like, it was well into December before we even put it up. But with the girls, it's like, they're itching.
Do y'all get a live tree?
No, we've had the same artificial tree for the last 10 years of our marriage, and it was $20. It was a $20 tree, and if you looked at artificial trees, like, you know, they're expensive. And this isn't an impressive one by any means. It's like a 6-foot deal.
6 foot?
Same box of ornaments, same barrel of ornaments we bought year one, and we've just added ornaments to it every year. And as the kids have, you know, made some and done that, but yeah, it's same tree, $20, 10 years later, and it's working like a champ. So
Nice.
I'm gonna run it into the ground.
Yeah.
But
Which that kind of gets on topic because today we're just talking about good old-fashioned Christmas memories. So, that was one right there for you. You didn't even know.
That's true. I guess that
Christmas
was
memory.
a good memory. I don't have a great memory. It has been replaced by stress and anxiety and business ownership. But
That's why we have Blanky time.
that's
now.
why we have Blanky time. But yeah, Christmas memories. The good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah. We in my house growing up, we always had a fake tree.
Yeah.
And so that was always, you know, what we used and everything. But once I got married, we started getting real trees. And I'd never really done that before, but like Sarah's side of the family, their main tree, because they have multiple, but their main tree is always a real tree. So I didn't really start experiencing that whole process until like we got married.
Yeah.
So it's created like a definitive like memory vein in my brain through all that. Like one thing we started doing is the Christmas trees we bought their tree stand system.
Yeah.
Which is probably the best out there, because it's so solid and stable, like it's never gonna fall over. Like a lot of real Christmas tree stands, the boot has like 3 kind of screws that you try to like tighten up the tree onto, and most people don't do it very well, and the thing's kind of flimsy and scary.
Yeah.
The one where we get our tree from, they drill a hole up through the bottom, and then the Christmas tree stand is like 3 legs and a spike on the top of it.
Ooh,
and you hammer the spike up into the bottom of the tree, and it has like a little pan that has like a watertight O-ring that sits over the spike, so you can still keep the tree watered.
Nice.
But it'll stay up in there. So I don't know if they're the only ones that exclusively do that.
That's pretty
but
dope.
if
Where
they
y'all
aren't,
go?
we go to the 3 Tree Bros.
Oh yeah, right at 50.
Yeah, of 50.
Yeah. I've seen that. We did as a kid. We had a giant artificial tree like majority of my childhood, but when I got into my teens, like we started going to Plumtree, North Carolina every Christmas.
Plumtree?
Like, Plumtree is like
That's the wrong type of tree for Christmas.
in between like yeah. It's like in between Spruce Pine and Boone and Marion. It's like
Dude, the people who they're putting in some effort. Like I respect the effort, But the people who travel right after Thanksgiving and go to the mountains to get their trees,
Yeah, dude.
that's some
intense.
dedication. Like,
is.
I would not be able to do that.
Yeah, we did that for a few years. As I got older, we'd go up and get a real tree from like close to Valley Cruises. There's like a lot there, and that was always fun. I would love to do it now. It's just
Cut your
We're just-
own Christmas
we're just
tree.
busy, bro. Yeah, they were selling them this weekend at Haven.
Yeah,
They
they
look-
got them out
They
there.
look super dope. Very nice trees.
Yeah. I just like the smell.
Yeah.
Like, I would be perfectly fine not buying a Christmas tree because they're stupid expensive,
Right.
and going to the Christmas tree guys around, and they always
Cutting
have.
down your own.
Well, no,
from
they
the
all
park.
have. They have a massive pile of like where they've trimmed the trees up.
Yeah.
That's free.
Yeah.
Go and get a bunch of those and make like wreaths and stuff.
Or just glue them to a pole.
Yeah, and make your
tree.
own fake real tree.
Dude, it could be a fake real tree.
Yeah, it'll probably get brown really fast. But
Maybe. But for a couple days, it would look
you
dope.
put some clear coat on that bad
You go
boy.
right before Christmas.
Oh,
Like a couple days
yeah.
before Christmas. And you just, yeah.
you go get some of the branches.
Dude, that's a great idea.
Making your own wreaths though that way, like getting the cutoffs and stuff, is very underrated. I think that's
yeah.
arguably one of my most favorite underrated Christmas things because I feel like not a lot of people
Make their own
do
wreaths.
that
Yeah.
very much. Like it's not very common anymore.
Right.
But I just
Erin
like the
likes it.
smell and
Likes
stuff.
doing the wreaths. I think she's making wreaths with Sarah like next week or something.
Oh yeah,
Supposedly. It's on the calendar. So
they're
I don't know.
they're sneaking around behind our backs
Sneaking
making
around.
wreaths.
That's right. What's next? Yeah,
They're gonna be making eggnog.
hopefully.
Yeah, dude.
Hopefully.
Eggnog, dude. I have this old bartender's book
Mhm.
that's like I don't know, from the 30s, I think. And
Dude.
there's like a bunch of these weird recipes and credit in there, but they have a party-sized recipe for eggnog.
Okay.
So they have like, like a personal serving recipe.
Right.
But the party size recipe is insane. It's like grab a large punch bowl and pour in a whole bottle of brandy, a whole bottle of bourbon,
Lord,
a whole
okay.
bottle of something else. Like it goes hard.
Yeah, they went hard.
Yeah. But
Crazy.
eggnog's good.
Yeah, eggnog. I like eggnog. It's very heavy. Like,
Not if you make it with alcohol.
well, still.
It's a different kind of heavy.
It's a different kind of heavy. I had like some. Oh man, I can't think of it. It was Jack Daniel's, some sort of eggnog, but it had like a
It was like pre-made.
pumpkin eggnog, or like something like
Oh
that.
wait,
bro.
yeah, it was like in a
Yeah.
carton.
Yeah.
They sold it in the store.
It was insane though. Like
What do you mean it
very
was insane?
strong,
Yeah.
very strong. But no, we like eggnog. I like eggnog lattes. You know.
Yeah.
With brandy.
With brandy?
Put
So
some-
it's kind
put
of like
some
an
brandy.
Irish
Yeah,
coffee,
like Irish
coffee
coffee.
nog.
Irish coffee nog.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, call it the Sherwood.
The Sherwood.
Yeah,
The Sherwood Forest.
the Sherwood Forest. Yeah.
Anyways, I was trying to finish a memory with the real life Christmas trees. We got real on the tangent there. They cut off the base,
The sprigs. Yeah.
like they
Oh,
cut off the
for-
sprig, but they
yeah,
also
for your-
trim up the bottom so it's fresh, and also if you're like adjusting your measurement, and because it has that hole in there, we kept it and made an ornament out of it, and so.
All right.
Our first Christmas is also an ornament of our first Christmas tree. And so
Dude.
I always like pulling that sucker out and
That's dope.
checking it out.
That's very dope. Yeah, we've got like a Polaroid of our first Christmas, like in an ornament that we had made. And it's pretty cool. We both look so much older now. It's
Yeah.
like I was baby faced with no facial hair, and yeah, it was. Look at us now.
Yeah, I saw this video of
Erin was blonde. Which
she was.
yeah,
Is she
like
naturally
bright
blonde?
Yeah.
Did she dye her hair?
I mean, she has a few times, and now it's
Women these days, you don't
significantly
know
darker.
what their actual hair color is.
Yeah. She was
Changing
very
it all
blonde
the time.
until she went brunette like 7 years ago or something. Once, and then it's just never gone back since. Since then, there's been
Huh. Permanent stain.
lots of colors in and out.
Interesting.
But yeah.
The what was I gonna say? I'm finding it.
Looking for it.
I got it. Oh, the other thing we did was on our first Christmas together, me and Sarah made ornaments, like handmade ones, where you basically make like hardtack and you make different shapes and stuff. And we did one where we like pushed pine straw and coffee beans into it and stuff. And
That's really cool.
those are like my more fond recent Christmas memories. But I have a lot of old ones as well from when I was a kid.
Let's hear it.
So on my mom's side of the family, they all live in the mountains. And so my entire childhood and before I got married, I only had Christmas at home one time. Which...
Because you're always in the mountains?
Yeah, because we would always travel. I don't know if that's normal. I feel like
I don't know.
that's pretty...
I'm sure some people
Yeah,
travel
some people do that,
on the
but
regular. Yeah.
yeah, only having Christmas at home one time, I think is a little abnormal. And like, I remember talking to like my friends and stuff at preschool that one time we did, and I was like, I had Christmas at home, and they're like, what are you talking about? Like, where do you normally have it?
Yeah. How did that scar you?
I don't know, a lot of road time. We would my mom had this weird big like green pillow thing
Oh.
that was like full of like goose feathers. And and they would like put it in the trunk. And so I would just kind of like veg out in the back with my Game Boy and like some blankies, and I was in this big like goose feather beanbag thingy, my mom.
Dope though.
And I rode in the back of the car all the time like that. But the nice thing was like every couple years it would have like a decent snow, right?
Yeah.
And there was one Christmas where a bunch of the family all around in the mountains and stuff, they came, and we had like a Christmas lunch dinner type thing. Because on my mom's side, all our holiday meals are at like 2 o'clock, like 1 or 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Like, so going back to Thanksgiving that just happened, Papa was dead set at starting at 1 o'clock.
Right.
And so we were cooking like a bunch of side dishes and stuff. And we were like, well, we'll try to be, dad and mom, like, postpone them, get them walking outside or something, so that way when we get there, everybody's not, like, sitting down,
Right.
And we show up at, like, 1:20.
Oh, man.
And my papa was like, he's like, y'all made it. I thought you were going to show up about supper time.
Wow.
I was like, dude, it's only
It's 20 minutes, bro.
Actually, not even. We got there at like 1:15. But anyways, it was a good time. All that to say, for whatever reason, all our holiday meals are at like 1 or 2 o'clock, which is kind of odd as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of the family starts rolling around like 12-ish, 1-ish, and it was a good snow, and a lot of my cousins were there that year. And so we went up to my papa's pond, because he has a man-made pond, and he had a flat-bottom John boat.
Ooh.
And so we got that sucker, and my dad and a couple of my family members like hiked the John boat up the side of this mountain.
Oh my God.
Because like around my papa's place, he just has like a lot of clear fields, and there's a couple of big trees, because he used to have a lot of cows and stuff, and now he just kind of has horses and whatnot that stay around there. but we hiked this John boat up the side of this mountain, and then like all my cousins, my dad, and like my uncle all hopped in this John boat and just bombed
Oh, dude,
down the mountain.
that's insane.
And because it was a cow field, there's like different flat spots that didn't get completely smoothed out from the
Right.
snow, so we were kind of like like
That sounds epic.
skipping down the
Bro,
mountain.
that's something we never did. Like that, I wish we would have done is sled more, cause like we never traveled for Christmas. It never snowed here, because I mean it snowed like I think in 1997, so I was like 7.
Yeah.
And
Then and like I think either 2008 or 10, there
Yeah.
was like another good
Right.
snow.
but like when I was a kid though, like it happened once, and I remember like that was pretty epic because I lived in a cul-de-sac and it was like a huge snow, and so we couldn't leave. Like we just like
Yeah.
we couldn't get out our cars out or anything, and so we just made snowmen all
All
day.
the
but-
Northerners are gonna make fun of us.
I know they are. Yeah,
There
it's
was
like-
2 foot of snow and we couldn't
couldn't-
leave.
Well, you know, people can't drive in the rain here. It's,
Yeah.
it's annoying. But
It's a little different here though with snow. It's more scary than up north.
yeah, that's true. They're used to it. But but yeah, we never got a chance to go sledding, dude. But that like taking the John boat down, that'd be epic. Like
Yeah.
the closest we got to sledding was Dad. We had like one of those turtle sandboxes,
Yeah.
and we took the shell off
The shell top off.
and sat on it and attached it to my dad's Geo Metro.
Oh yeah.
And he drug us down the road on the back,
That's
you
pretty
know,
sweet.
behind the car, which is totally unsafe. And it was okay in the 90s. Mike could get in trouble for
I
it
think
now,
we-
but
We might have done that, something like that one time. Because here that's actually pretty good because the roads get like a solid layer of ice on them. So you're kind of just like skirting around all over the place.
Yeah, dude, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But dude, the John boat down the hill. How big was the hill?
I mean, it's a solid hill. Like it felt like it took forever to get the boat up there because basically it was like the side of the mountain / hill, and then at the top was like a road cut through, and then it kept going up. So we went to that like road and
That's
started
epic.
from there.
That's epic.
And I think the other thing, if I remember right, is like right when it started to kind of plateau. As it came down the hill, it went flat for a second, and then there was a creek and a ditch that went up to a road. So, like, right when it started to swoop down,
Yeah,
a lot of us just bailed. So we just jumped out
that's epic.
into the snow while it was
Yeah.
flying down. Yeah, that was a pretty epic Christmas.
That's epic. Yeah, I don't have any sled stories, but just the Metro and the shell. But one of the
That's
things
pretty solid.
One of the things I really liked about our Christmas, especially as I got older, not so much as when we were kids, but like once I moved out and we got married, and for a while we lived with my brother-in-law, and well, he lived with us. We had an apartment and here in Garner, and my brother-in-law lived with us, and then another buddy lived with us. So we had like 4 people living in the house. We didn't have kids, so it wasn't
Yeah.
that big of a deal. But every year for Christmas, for like we lived together for a couple years, and but my parents started inviting like everyone over to Christmas. It wasn't just like our immediate family anymore, and so like Chris, like our roommate, would come. Nick and Caroline come to my parents' Christmas like every year, which is awesome. I mean, literally for like the last 5 or 6 years, maybe longer. They've been showing up too. So, I see them at Aaron's family thing, and then they come to my parents' thing, and it's like it's pretty cool. But we just have like, Angie Grande, another friend of ours, like comes and we
Just
just
drop
like have
all
this-
the names.
I'm name dropping all of them. I'm probably forgotten someone, but yeah, they just all came, and we just have this like massive Christmas because my mom, like, religiously for the last like 20 something years, we've had this giant breakfast feast
Yo.
every Christmas, and that's like the thing we look forward to more than like presents, more than like just anything else on Christmas morning. Is like we'll head to mom's house, and she has this massive breakfast, like every breakfast food you can possibly think of
Yeah.
at the same time, like on this huge like platter. Like you just get to like yeah, and so like for the last several years we've had 20, 25 people like
Oh,
show up for
dang.
Christmas, like
Yeah.
because I mean it's like now we're a family of 5 pretty much, and which is crazy. And then my brother's got 2 kids.
Yeah,
His
you're going to
wife,
be a
and then
family of 5.
Adam usually brings somebody. It's different every year. But and it is what it is. And then like our friend, Nick and Caroline come, and then they're having kids. So next, there's gonna be an extra
When
one
they
there.
load it up,
And then it's like my parents, and it's just a lot of people.
you
But
better make extra pancakes.
dude, it's not like the pancakes are great. They're the maple. I don't know.
It just seems like that's what little kids only eat is pancakes.
It's not just any pancakes. It's maple chunks.
Yeah.
Like hard maple chunks.
So
in
she go get
pancakes,
some like
bro.
wood chips and mixes it into the batter.
No, bro, it is so good. And then French toast, not just any French toast.
Yeah,
It's like a
toast.
coconut glazed French toast from this like company we
That
found
guy.
in Hawaii. We were in Hawaii,
Hawiwi?
and so like, oh dude, and the food is so much bacon, omelets.
Menekaliki Maka is Hawaii.
I like that song.
To say Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah.
It's the island greeting that we send to you.
I would live in Hawaii.
Where the
It was great.
I think it's expensive.
It's
However,
expensive, but it's beautiful, dude.
it's beautiful, and the hunting regulations are almost nothing.
The people who live there, though, are not very kind to tourists.
What do they call outsiders?
I can't
There's a
remember,
specific
but I
term.
got called it several times.
Way to
Yeah, something like walking past them and they just like turn their nose up at you, and it's like, I get it,
yeah.
but I would be pissed too if people were coming to my island.
It's like Bikini Atoll. You know
You know.
about Bikini Atoll?
Right? Yeah, yeah,
We're like, here, we will give you a new island so we can bomb the crap out of yours.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Not it's terrible. I don't love it. Take that back.
Yeah.
But
yeah, breakfast.
Breakfast, dude. I mean, that is like probably the fondest of Christmas memories because, it's been like a good 2 decades running, and it just keeps getting bigger. Like more and more people come every year, it seems like, which is good and bad. Like, some years is super chaotic, especially as the kids get older because they're trying to open presents when people were there. And so what we've started to do it is like opening presents before people come, and then
Yeah.
like have breakfast all together once the kids have already opened their gifts and stuff. And we're not even doing gifts for each other this year, thankfully, because it's just so anxiety inducing. I just don't even want to think about gifts or feel obligated to
Yeah.
buy something,
That's
So I
what
think we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
But like our parents can get what they want when they want it. There's like it's like I have to get my dad something. It's like Dad does not need anything because if he wants something, he's gonna go buy it. Like he just bought 2 new pairs of boots. Dude's got like
What kind of boots?
50 pairs of shoes.
You know?
They're not even. I shouldn't even call them boots. They're Hey Dudes.
Oh,
Dude
yeah, those
boots.
aren't boots.
But
Wait, they have Hey Dude boots now?
yeah, they're pretty dope looking. Like I have a pair of Hey Dudes that are super comfy, but
Yeah.
it's but yeah, they're boots.
I
Like,
found this guy on TikTok that was making like an aftermarket kit to put in like a steel toe into your Hey Dudes
okay.
so you could wear them at work.
Yeah, you should check them out. They're pretty dope.
Interesting. I will look it up.
I saw them the other day. I was looking for these Uggs that Aaron wants.
What the? They look like they're made out of leather.
They're not though. It's the same Hey Dude material.
Oh, it is?
I saw them yesterday.
Man, if they were made out of leather, that'd be pretty sweet. Well, they got a suede one. They're on sale right now.
I mean, they look dope. Like they'd be cool with like some,
Raised
slim
boot
jeans or something. Like I
wool.
wouldn't wear them to work in. Or I feel like standing on them all day is gonna be like not comfortable because I wear my Hey Dudes to work every now and then, and like a
Yeah.
full day going back and forth on the concrete is very painful.
Really? I guess, yeah, because they're so squishy.
Yeah, they're great for like.
Yeah.
Beach,
You need like a
you know?
firmer. You need like a firmer.
I mean, that's dope looking. I would wear those.
Yeah. I might check these out. That's pretty.
But like
pretty
he
good.
but yeah, he just like bought 2 pairs of shoes. Dude's got 50 pairs of shoes already. So it's like I'm glad we're not really doing the gifts. The last few years we've been like phasing that out. Just cuz yeah, I feel like we talked about, it's more about being with each other and breakfast and just kind of spending time with each other, and that's always super nostalgic for me too. It's not so much like the gifts, and I don't even think we're doing gifts. Me and Aaron are doing gifts this year. Like we
Yeah.
usually just do stockings, but I
Yeah,
don't even know
we're
if
doing stockings.
we may do like a few items, but we're trying to like get stuff for the kids and make sure they have a good Christmas, and that's tricky too because my parents are gonna spoil
Yeah.
them.
I feel kind of bad thinking about like getting gifts for kids because inevitably they're going to phase out of
Oh,
whatever
dude,
they're into.
100%.
I mean, I even was phasing out of stuff when I was old enough to weigh my decisions on what I quote unquote wanted. Um,
Mm,
'Cause that's the thing. It's like one year, my my younger sister Nevaeh, she was like so into Dr. McStuffins,
yeah.
but the only reason was because she had a what you call it, a when the belly button sticks out because there's like guts in there.
Oh, that's terrible. Hernia.
Yeah, a hernia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's those type of hernias, and then there's the ones where you're weak, and then you try to lift too much
Yeah,
weight, and then you get a
right.
hernia. Yeah, so she had an umbilical hernia, and
Mm.
so they went in and fixed it up and stuff. But the whole time while she was in the hospital, that's all she watched was Dr.
Right.
McStuffins, and so
Yeah, I mean that
that
makes sense.
year is what she wanted. But then, like after that, she never was into Dr. McStuffins.
We
again.
try and like, obviously, my parents and Aaron's parents are going to just get them whatever they want, not really like ask or any,
Yeah.
questions, and just spoil them, which is understandable. So like, what we're trying to approach it is like, we want to get them something like they need, something that's gonna like they're gonna be interested in. So it's like Nora's really into like making things now and like artistic stuff. So
Yeah,
like
get
an
some
art set or something like that.
watercolors and
Eden's
stuff.
really into like
Tearing stuff
bugs
up.
and destroying things. So we're gonna get like a bug kit or something like that.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Nora's starting to do phonics and like put words together. So we got her something like that.
hook
They love
on.
reading, so we got books for both of them. And it's like, trying like, but I think we're doing like their stockings, and then they have a big gift that they're sharing
Yeah.
that we got off of Facebook Marketplace.
Electric
know.
4-wheeler.
No, it's like it's not even that. It's like they have like the knockoff American Girl doll
Oh yeah,
things,
yeah.
whatever Target's brand is or Walmart or whatever. Don't cancel me for shopping at Target still. But we found like it's like an ice cream truck. But it was on Marketplace for like half off, and it's brand new. Like it looks great.
There you go.
So we snagged that a few months ago for him, and it's just like
Nice.
sitting in my office. But
Hanging out.
but yeah, they're gonna share that, and then
So
yeah.
so my brother-in-law, who is in the middle of my other two brother-in-laws, he's a little swindly. I don't know if that's the right term. He's he's a negotiator,
Okay.
right?
I get
A little Rumpelstiltskinny, okay?
that. Okay.
And so he something he's doing is like we went on a camping trip with them after Thanksgiving, and so we went into like a couple antique stores and stuff, and he loves like collecting old crud and whatnot. And he was like, if you get this for Christmas for me now, I can get more use out of it. So he's like,
Okay.
get this as my Christmas gift, and I'll know what it is, and I'll just go ahead and start using it so I can get more use out of it. And I was
Honestly.
just like, that's
It's a great idea.
takes the point out of the gift.
Here's what I tell Aaron: make a list of everything you want. Send me links to it, or put it all in a shopping cart and just send me the link for that, and I'll pay for it. And that way, you know what you're getting. It's cool. We'll leave it in the box until Christmas. It's fine. You
Yeah.
know?
I'm kind of the opposite. Like I have a list. I think we talked about this
Yeah,
last
yeah,
time,
yeah.
but I don't really want to know what I'm getting.
I don't really
'Cause-
care.
'cause
I don't
I
want
like the
anything. My
surprise.
parents have asked me over and over again in the last few weeks, like, what do you want? What do you want? And I was like,
Gas
I
station
don't
gift
want
cards.
anything. Yeah, like, you want to, like, pay for this trip to Guatemala? If you want to reimburse me for that, that'd be great. Or, like, you know,
Yeah.
you want to pay a month of the mortgage, then we can talk.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I don't need any other stuff, though. Like, kind of in the same boat. If we want something bad enough, we're going to go get it. Like, I don't need a gift just for the sake of getting a gift. But it's always nice, and, like, it does bring up, like, this nostalgia anytime you get to open gifts on Christmas morning or, like, you know.
Were y'all like wrapping people or bag people?
Yeah, wrapping, for sure.
Okay.
I'm a bad guy, though.
Yeah.
Like, now that I have to do the wrapping.
Bad guy.
I'm a
Duh.
bad guy.
That's a Billie Eilish reference.
Yeah, I figured. That's where you're going with it. Yeah, no, like, my mom wrapped the heck out of everything. So many presents, so many, like, different kinds of wrapping paper. We each had our own individual
And those type of
wrapping
people,
paper.
like, I mean, it's a lot of work to wrap stuff,
It's a
but
lot.
they're like so proud of, you know, the wrapping and stuff.
Yeah, and we just destroy it.
Yeah, it's just gonna be torn off. Like I've wrapped a couple things more recently, and Sarah, I'm pretty sure, has gone back in and redone it.
She
And I'm
would
just
tell
like,
you
it just gotta be covered up.
Yeah, just covered up.
The classic move is to do the candy shape wrapping, where you basically just roll the wrapping paper around the thing and then tape up on both sides to scrunch it in so it looks like a
Ooh.
piece of candy.
That's a great idea.
And then you don't have to do any folding or anything.
I love that idea. I haven't wrapped presents in a couple of years because the last time I tried, it did not go well. And so I just resorted to bags. Or, like, for Aaron's stocking now, I don't wrap anything in the stocking.
Yeah,
My parents
it's gonna
used
be
to
in the
wrap
stocking.
every individual thing,
What?
even in the stocking.
In the stocking?
Chapstick got wrapped,
What?
bro.
Each individual thing in the stocking got wrapped.
Toothbrush, it all got wrapped.
Why did it get wrapped?
That's part of the joy of Christmas morning, I guess.
What my mom would do is sometimes, not all the time, is she would just put like tissue paper in the top. You know, so you take it off and then you got all your stuff in there.
Yeah. Even to this day, when we do stockings, because, like, my parents will do stockings at their house. That's pretty much what we get now. Is like when we go over for breakfast, we have stockings. Everything in the stocking is wrapped.
Still,
Every piece of candy, every
that's
thing of
astonishing to me.
chewing gum.
That's just so much extra work. Where
Thought, I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
it's,
it's there's thought put into it. I don't know how thoughtful it is.
I don't know.
You know,
I don't know.
that's interesting. No, my mom typically bagged stuff, or it was just set out. So we never really did presents under the Christmas tree.
Right.
We had like stations, so everybody's stuff was kind of like in a pile, like a sort, like set up decoratively. Today's podcast is brought to you and powered by two amazing local companies in Raleigh. Tell me a little bit about one of them, Matt.
Yeah, so Grateful Coffee Co. is a specialty coffee roaster in Raleigh. We source amazing coffees from all over the world, roast in small batches, deliver them directly to you, the consumer.
Yes!
So you always get the freshest coffee. We also partner with nonprofits in Guatemala, committed to doing good, investing in stories that actually matter. Your purchase can change the world. You can find out more online at grateful.coffee or on our socials at grateful.coffee.
Wow.
But today's episode is also brought to us by another amazing company. Stone, why don't you tell us about them?
That company is Oak Nut Workshop. Oak nuts, also known as acorns. I don't know where I'm going with that, but Oakland Workshop is my craftsmanship company. I make cool stuff. Is literally the best way I can say it. I basically have a problem where I like to do everything. So whether you want custom furniture made, or custom leather goods made, or custom blacksmithed, all sorts of stuff, check out everything that I have made at Oaknut Workshop on all social medias and things, or on my website at oaknutworkshop.com. You can find my email there. Hit me up if you have anything you want custom made, and we'll design the best thing to suit your needs.
Love it. Add out.
Add out. And there might be like
in their
one or
own
two.
pile?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like everybody had their own kind of section.
That's kind of how my mom did it too.
And-
She separated it for us.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it was different wrapping paper. Like for
Yeah.
each
That
kid.
is kind of nice though. Like
Yeah.
you know this is your wrapping paper, so you don't have to like
Did you
look
ever
around in the
get
box.
the situation where you open something and it's like your mom was like, "Wait, actually, no, that's not yours. That's your sister's."
Yeah.
You know, like
That happened like one or two times, and
Yeah.
like me and what my mom would do is she would just be like, open both those gifts at the same time, and then if they're wrong, just swap
switch.
them.
Yeah.
So me and Sky would like open that present at the same time, and like one time I had a Barbie doll and she had like something else, and so
Did
we
you keep
swapped it. The
Oh.
Barbie doll? No, I got the
Yeah.
other thing.
Oh well.
Did y'all ever do like a order of operations, or did you just go ham?
We tried. We attempted it a few times, but typically it just was not happening. I mean, like as soon as we got in there, it's like stuff just was flying. Everyone go at the same time, and I'm like, no, we
No.
should take. You know, I was the oldest. I'm like, no, we should totally like savor it. Like
Yeah.
let's each take one gift and then we open that, or whatever. Trying to like draw it out.
Half the
You
fun
know?
is like watching people open other credit.
Yeah, but no, it just resorted to chaos, and by the end of it, half the stuff is covered in
Trash.
wrapping
Yeah.
trash, and you can't like some of it got thrown away, and it's like, why didn't we just take our time? But
Yeah, we did pretty good at keeping an order. The rule was the stocking was free game.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go ahead and open up your stocking, tear it up, get into all that stuff. And then it was like the youngest went first, and then
Mhm.
you watched as each one go
Anytime
up.
we did it with grandparents, that's how we did it, or like extended family, we would do like youngest to oldest, But yeah,
Yeah.
I got one memory. Oh man, I almost sent my parents to the hospital. I almost gave them both heart attacks. One morning, we had been up. We all three of us, my brothers and I, slept in the same room for Christmas night.
Yeah.
Or for Christmas Eve. And so like, it's like 5 a.m. and like we're all just wide awake. Like,
I'm wide awake.
yeah, honestly. Tossing, turning. We sat up for a while. We waited in the room for, we'd been up for a long time. And finally we're like, all right, they're not awake yet. We should go wake them up. So we,
At
like,
5 a.m.
We like tiptoe in there. It was sometime between 5 and 6 at this point.
Oh my god.
And we tiptoe in there, and then they slept with. We had a pit bull that slept in the bed with them, called Honey Bun.
Of course, its name was Honey Bun.
Yeah, she was
Cupcake,
she
the
was a-
destroyer
she
of
was a
toddlers.
But we it's quiet. We listened at the door, made sure they're sleeping, and then boom, 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 as loud as we could on the door to to their bedroom. And Honey Bun lost it. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, she's
gonna
attacking
tear
the
y'all
door.
up.
Like, Dad slings the door open, like, with his pistol, and he's just like, like, freaking out. And he's like, what the?
Santa's breaking in.
What is going on? And, me and my brothers were just, like, frozen. We were like, oh, I think we messed up.
Just standing there like in your underoos.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, definitely. All of us were in boxer briefs, just boxer briefs.
That's it.
Yeah, because it was yeah, and they were so messed up. Both of them physically got sick, like
Like
because they thought
anxiety, like sick.
yeah, they thought someone was like breaking into the house. They didn't know what was going on. Like out of a dead sleep, we're just boom, 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 banging on the door. The dog loses her mind. They didn't know what time it was. They didn't know nothing. And so we ended up. They were so mad at us, sending us back to our room on Christmas morning, and we sat in there for another like hour and a half while they calmed down. And then we went in there and tried to open presents and have a fun time. It's like
That's so bad.
yeah, dude. It was. We talk about that like every Christmas, basically. It's
The reoccurring
probably
story.
the most notorious Christmas story in our family.
That's so terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. They've never forgiven us, but
Yeah.
fun stuff.
The yeah. We have time for one more. So, the it's a short one, but a tradition that's kind of always gone on is on Christmas Eve. My mom will get us all pajamas, and she puts a lot of thought and effort into getting us these different pajamas and
Do
stuff.
they all match?
No, they don't match with everybody else. Like
Okay.
they're curated.
Ooh,
You know.
Okay.
So that was something that was always fun. Is Christmas Eve is kind of like you get to open a present before your presents and get pajamas and whatnot. But then like you feel obligated to sleep in them because it's like a gift. But then
Right.
we're like sitting there in them and they're like stupid hot because it's
Yeah.
like fuzzy sweatpants or whatever and long sleeves, and you're also excited about Christmas, and then you're wearing hot pajamas rolling around
Bro, I
getting
get
all
it.
clammy. But that was a thing that we she still does. Like they still go up to the mountains with my younger sisters
Right.
for Christmas, but she'll still get us pajamas, and then like we'll do Kiker Christmas after Christmas Day, like a week or two later, and do
Yeah.
like a mini trip, and she'll have all our pajamas and stuff. There was one year. This is an infamous story,
All right.
just like the one you talked about. So me and Sky wanted to pick out the pajamas for Mom one year, right? And typically Dad always got her PJs and stuff. And so we went to Rugged Warehouse. Do you know what Rugged Warehouse is? Off of Capitol.
Oh yeah. I know
It's
what
like
you're
a
talking
it's
about.
like a store that has name brand stuff, but it's a lot cheaper because it's typically things that have like minor flaws
Right.
that
okay.
like you can't really tell what the heck it is.
Right.
But it's the seconds that come from the different factories and stuff.
Okay.
And so me and Sky, we found this butt ugly scrub top.
Oh. Okay.
Like scrub,
Yeah.
nurse wear. It had this like the base color was like this weird teal swamp color,
Nice.
and there was like all these like goofy like cartoons of like Santa and reindeer and crud on it. And then and then we got basically scrub pants, but they were a completely different shade of blue that did not match with a different pattern of Christmas stuff
Dude,
that did not match. It clashed so bad.
That's awesome.
And the whole time,
Epic.
me and Sky at this point were like, this will be funny.
Yeah.
We're getting her goofy pajamas. And we were pretty sure, like, I think we connected mentally and we're like, she's not going to like these, but it'll be funny. Dad is like, are y'all sure you want to get these? And we're like, yeah. And
man.
he goes off, and the pro strat on him, he went and got like a different pair of pajamas to like give her after we
Right.
ruined Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So
Oh man.
we we get them and stuff. Christmas Eve rolls around, and mom always goes second to last because she's slightly younger than my dad. And so me and Sky are sitting there like all excited.
Go get her.
And she opens these up and she looks at them and she like starts to cry.
Oh man.
And she's like starts saying like, I put so much thought into getting y'all pajamas you like and this and that and the other thing, and
Oh man.
she's like upset on Christmas Eve.
Dude, sobbing.
And then she left the room and like went in the bathroom or something, and Dad was just sitting there like, I told y'all. Like and
Oh
it
my
was pretty
gosh.
bad. Like
That's awesome.
it left a stain for a solid, 2 or 3 years after that.
That's terrible.
But
Man.
it was hilarious.
Yeah, dude. All that time and effort. That's funny. That's
Yeah,
funny.
but that's the infamous Christmas Eve pajama story.
The Christmas
Now we
Eve
just let Dad
pajamas.
handle that. We
Just
stopped.
let him pick it out.
Yeah,
Oh man, that would make a great children's book right there.
the ugly pajamas.
The infamous Christmas Eve pajama story.
Yeah,
That's wow.
she
Well-
might have burned those actually. I don't,
Out of spite, just like
or threw them away. Like I've never saw them again. Like after Christmas Eve, like they just disappeared.
wow.
Dad might have gotten rid of them, like covert operation.
Yeah,
to,
probably a
you know.
pro move
Yeah.
from him. That's wow. That's hilarious. Well, we each have our infamous stories
Yep.
and have
Fond memories
fond memories.
to look back on.
Yeah.
But some of the fondest memories are being created right now, Matt,
Mm,
with some blanky
with
time.
some blanky time.
Your
My bottle.
And this Christmas season, find yourself a good blankie.
Yeah.
It literally is blankie season
It
right
is
now.
blanky season.
It's freezing cold. Get you a blankie, cuddle up,
That's right.
get some hot coffee, hot tea, a hot toddy even,
A hot
maybe.
toddy.
If you're feeling like
Mhm.
tickling your fancy,
Mm-hmm.
make yourself a nice hot toddy.
Yeah.
It'll hit the spot.
Underneath the blankie. Find you a bro
Bro.
and just chill.
Metaphysical bro.
A medical physical bro. Yeah. What am I trying to say?
Jesus is the metaphysical bro.
Dude,
Get some blankie time with Jesus.
that's right.
Blankie, hot toddy, Jesus.
What else do you need?
What else do you need? Nothing.
That's it. That's it. All right.
I do.
Peace out.
It's been fun.
Has.
Blankie out.
Bye.
It's the season.